howdy, howdy. Oh, we were lagging there a little bit. Howdy, howdy. How's it going? Let me go ahead and unmute the game here. Get a little bit of background ambiance going here. Oh, how's it going? You've been doing well? Oh, you're about to DM me on Discord? Yeah, that's a story and a half right there. I have not streamed in about 2 months. Shit kind of hit the fan. Things got kind of bad. So I'm going to talk about it here in just a second. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm exhausted right now. I slept for almost 9 hours last night, I think is what I saw on my fitness tracker. So almost 9 hours, and I could still sleep some more. So pretty tired. Hi Dante, welcome in.
Dante Dolahan resubscribes for 43 months, realizing it's been a while on this subscription journey. Time flies when you're having fun.
Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome in. Thank you. Sorry, I'm giving my Twitch just a minute to maybe pick up that I'm live. It doesn't seem to be, so I'm gonna send out a manual ping here. What was the role for that? I set up an entire role for that, and I still need to utilize it. I'll just do that here. Oh, it's taking its sweet time. All right, there we go. All right. So since I'm not on any sort of schedule, I figured the ping was probably important. Yeah, I'm still around. So, oh, we're going pink today, and I'm kind of laggy for some reason. I don't know why I'm so laggy. Let me see if there's anything I can kind of close to help. Let's see if I quit out of that, if that helps. No, not really. Aha, that might have been the problem. Okay. It was a software for my mouse and keyboard. Much better. Well, kind of better. Better enough. Oh, so I'm trying to figure out like what to say and where to pick up on, because it has been 2 months. So I guess I'll just kind of start from the beginning and kind of explain some of the things that have been going on. So the first thing is I got a job a little over a year ago. It was about a year and a month ago, almost 2 months ago. It would have been a year and 2 months in about 2 weeks. That I was invited to come join by someone who was really high in the company that I had worked with previously, and I'd had a good experience with working with this person before, so I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll come join. And so I took this job, and what it was listed on paper and what I wound up doing were two different things. I was in IT, but I felt more like a secretary at times with some of the things I had to handle. I was scheduling meetings with vendors and like working deals and like keeping track of our software and all kinds of stuff. And that's not all I did, but that was a good portion of it. And as time went on, I finished the main thing I was hired to do, which was to build a database of the assets that the company owned. And after that was completed, like that was the bulk of my job. And so from then on out, it just became maintenance that, if it changed owners or if it was renewed or something, or if we weren't going to renew it, I would mark it as, retired or whatever on the spreadsheet. I would just keep the spreadsheet up to date. Well, it wasn't even just a spreadsheet. It started off as a spreadsheet, then moved into a proper database. And so my day-to-day work got a little bit lighter, and I was having additional things given to me. And the final straw at work was about 2 weeks ago. I was pulled into a meeting with no context and expected to pick up additional job duties for a coworker who was outside of the driving range for to be required to come into the office. They were coming in because that was because of their job requirements and their job position, but our drive time was the same, and I didn't feel that it was right that they sprung on me that they wanted me to pick up this person's job duties and completely disrupt my schedule because they wanted me in the office at 7:30 in the morning. and completely up in my routine and my time to do anything, you know, to have any time to myself in the evenings. So I pushed back on it, and you know, not too terribly long after I pushed back, like I was told that, you know, your job is being eliminated. It boiled down to a couple different things. The first thing is they didn't feel like I had enough work, which some days were relatively light. Some days I was really busy. It just depended on what was happening during the day. And some of it was just, you know, I knew what was going to happen. I knew that I was taking on additional work for no extra pay. And I knew that, you know, once this started, it wouldn't stop. They would continue doing this to me. And so here we are. I am now out of a job. I am going to be, hopefully a full-time streamer and full-time artist. May start looking for another job here soon, depending on how things go, but I'm relieved. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, but I'm relieved. This has been a weight off my shoulders. I have been wanting to quit my job since at least October. So I held in there for another good, 8 months? See. It's 6 months, almost 7. So I held in there for a good chunk of time. So overall, this really was the best for me. I was really unhappy. I was quite miserable, to be honest, and I think you guys could slowly see it over the last year. And I was just so drained that I wasn't really able to stream for the last 2 months. It was all I could do to go to work, come home, and take care of myself. So that happened to you not too long ago, like a month ago. You walked away from a job. I'm really sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you too. It's awful. It's just, and the macro environment for corporate entities, I guess that's the word, is just, it's awful right now. It's, you know, we're pretty much in a recession at the moment. Like, everyone's hurting for money. Inflation's out of control. Tariffs are a huge scare and a huge factor for a lot of people, and companies are, you know, cracking the whip and wanting their employees to work even harder. And it just doesn't work like that. We're human. Sounds all too familiar. You lost your job about a week ago.
Lucian_Potzel resubscribes for 33 months, sending some Elcry heart love to the stream. Heart emojis all around.
Thank you. And I promise I'm not telling you guys this like as a sob story. I feel like it's important for me to explain like why I've been gone, what's been going on, and like
Novarade Phoenix resubscribes for 37 months, expressing joy at seeing Elle and believing in making the best out of things. Positive vibes incoming.
Thank you for checking in. So I promise I'm not telling you guys this for like a sob story or anything. I want to explain like where I've been and like where things are going in the future. So from here, my plans are kind of this. So I'm going to do some soft intros back into streaming. Hi, today's one of them. I can't promise that I'll be super regular for at least the next 2 weeks. Because I need to rest. I slept, like I said, I slept 9 hours. I'm still exhausted. I could sleep more. But you know, I knew I needed to get up and be active and do something for a while, just, you know, for my own health. So I'll be getting back into streaming. I'm hoping to mix in some co-working streams while I apply for jobs and look for something else. Yeah, and you know, that may be like next month or something. About soft intros. We don't do soft intros, we go hard. Oh my gosh, did somebody gift? Thank you very much, Dante, for gifting that. Oh my gosh, how many did you gifted 5? Holy shit, thank you. Thank you very much. My brain stopped working. Yeah, so, what was I saying? That broke my brain. Words. Holy shit, we're already level 3? Thank you very much. Oh yeah, slowly getting back into the groove. Thank you. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna slowly get back into the groove of streaming. I'm hoping to stream 2-3 times a week. I'd like to experiment. That's accurate again. I like to experiment with like a mid-morning stream sometimes. Maybe around like 9 or 10 a.m. Central Time.
I too am flabbergasted.
What about lactic acid? Did I hear something about lactic acid? Oh, flabbergasted. Sorry, Starl is really loud for me. I don't know heard lactic acid. Oh my god. Somebody's gonna clip that. Yeah, softer intro. If I could keep my thoughts in order, that would be great. I'm gonna look away from chat for just a moment. I would like to do some morning streams. We'll probably do some co-working streams while I apply for jobs or just work on art and things like that. I have opened up my commissions. I do hope to have a little bit of income coming in from commissions if possible. It's going to be my bread and butter for the next couple months while I look for something else. And I'm just gonna kind of go from there. I'm very much playing this by ear. This both was and was not expected. I was kind of afraid this might happen if I pushed back on things at work, but I was pretty ready to deal with the consequences if that's what happened. So that's kind of the whole story. So here we are. So Alucard said, I got set up by HR for pushing back on stuff they were doing to you as well. They eventually got rid of you. Oh, you have to drive home. You're still here when you're home. Come by and check on you. No worries, Hatishi. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be free. I really am. It's a little bit scary not knowing where my income's going to come from, but the sleep that I had last night's the best I've had in months. You saw the writing on the wall 2 years before it happened. Yeah, I have seen this coming for a while. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen. So I had been stashing a little bit of money back into savings every paycheck. And I have enough to get me through for a few months. It's not so dire that I'm panicking. So, and I am gonna, this is slightly personal, but I don't mind sharing. I am gonna be taking care of like dental checks and like cleanings and like vision checks and stuff next week too, before my insurance runs out. So I will be well taken care of. I can tell you about your setup someday. It'll happen to you. Oh, that's another time. You're welcome to share antidotes. I mean, I can switch over to just chatting and we can sit here and chat as long as we want. As far as I'm concerned, today is a catch-up session for 2 months worth of missing out on things. Sammy, thank you. Thank you for the redeem. Welcome in. Oh, you've got a mana potion. Oh, it's blue, just like you. That's great. Always up to talk. Yeah, if you guys want to be like, excuse my language, I don't usually cuss on stream too often, but gosh, Charlie G, fudge is not gonna cut it. If you guys want to be like, fuck the system and talk about it, I'm here for it. I think it's been 10 minutes. I don't think YouTube's gonna flag me for dropping an F-bomb. And I will say, like, society as a whole functions because we have people that go to work and do their jobs. But at the same time, I feel like the system's broken. Like, people are not designed to function the way things have been set up. Like, I think there's a problem when, like, I work 9 to 5 and the doctor is 9 to 5. And so I have to use PTO and try to schedule some time off just to, be taken care of. You're cussing so much I thought I was numb to it. Roll like you says, and I'm shocked. Oh, I did that at lunch on, was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday was my last day in the office. My last 3 days I was remote. And one of my coworkers was picking on me at lunch, and I said, "Oh, that's bullshit, and you know it." And they looked at me and they said, "I've never heard you cuss before." It was great. And I will miss a few of my coworkers. A handful of my coworkers were super nice to me, and we'll be keeping in touch. So usually the first few minutes of stream, yeah, it's been a little bit. We're probably okay. And I had to wait 5 minutes. Oh, glasses, thank you. I had to wait about 5 minutes after I started, anyways, just to let people come in and get the ads over with and stuff. You come from a military family, so cussing is in your everyday vocabulary. It's something I try to be conscious of. I do let swears fly once in a while, especially if I'm driving and somebody cuts me off or something or does something really dumb and dangerous. But for the most part, I try to keep my vocabulary relatively clean. It's an effort. It's a conscious effort. All right, so let me get you guys caught up on where we are in Star Rail because I played off screen. I didn't know when I would be streaming again, and I wanted something to play, so I caught up to current, and we're about to start the newest content right now. So let's see. Why the daydream again? Or perhaps you'd like to talk. You know what? Merely lost in thoughts. Looks like Elcrys is like me, a soul with a gentle heart and a wild imagination. Let's get lost in thought together. Clear our minds and let our thoughts wander far and wide. You know what, Mem? It's not a bad idea. All right, so let me pull this up so I can like kind of get an idea of what's happening. So what you guys have missed. Yeah, and sometimes it's good just not to be in the habit of swearing too much. Man, why am I lagging? Let me close Sully real quick. I'm lagging really bad. Let's see if that helps any. I'll drag myself over here. Sorry, normally I would keep Sully around, but I'm lagging really hard. Okay, let's see if that helps. Oh yeah, I can already move around better. I need to upgrade my PC to Windows 11 and do some tinkering. So what has happened since I last streamed? I don't remember the last thing I streamed. So if you guys will bear with me for a minute, I will go through my VODs real quick on YouTube since they're archived for longer and look at the last thing that we streamed, and I will catch you guys up to speed. So let me go to my live here. All right, so let me kind of hop through here and see what's the last thing that we saw. Oh, damn, this was back during the Treeby banner. Oh, I don't even think I'd fought Nikador yet. Okay, so spoilers if you haven't finished, at least up to current on Amphorius. So I'll just start with Mighty and then kind of go around the horn. So for Mighty, hey Muhammad, welcome in. It's been a while. I haven't touched the newest. Figured this may happen. Yeah, I haven't touched the newest on purpose to play with you guys, but it's only been out for like 2 days, 3 days. It's only been a couple days. Do you have Discord overlays disabled as well for the game? You know, ooh, I'm in streamer mode, but thank you for reminding me about that. Let me check that. Sorry, I promise we'll get into this. And if I jump around all over the place, just blame it on me not streaming in 2 months and being exhausted. Let's see. Activity privacy, game overlay. Enable overlay, legacy. Okay, I'm just turning all this off. Messages, go live, game activity. Like I'm just turning everything off. I can touch it again later. Okay, yeah, everything is just turned off across the horn. So thank you for reminding me about that, because that has been an issue. Not that I have anything to hide, but you know, not everything is meant to be shared with the world. So yeah, Sully do be eating at my processing power, although he will still talk if you want to talk to him, even though he's not on the screen. So oh, that pink hand wave is really cute. The overlay killed your CPU. Oh, you know, that might be why I've been having trouble with Infinity Nikki, which is on fire right now. We'll get into that later if you guys want to talk about Infinity Nikki. Ooh. So we'll start with like Mighty's story. So we've pretty much finished Mighty's arc for the most part. So we fought Nikador. Nikador is
I'm in the back grabbing some snacks.
And we had to do some like timey-wimey like Doctor Who type stuff. And we had to go into the past and meet Nikador's like avatar. I'll call it Nikador's avatar. It's the easiest way to put it. Named, I think his name is Garrus, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I think his name is Garrus. And you know, we saw the moment where he became Nikador, and we had to, you know, do some timey-wimey stuff and rewind some statues and fix them, and then we had to fight Nikador, and we got Nikador's core flame. So we beat him. It was kind of a tough fight. Afterwards, we went back to the Vortex of Genesis, where we currently are. And instead of Mighty undergoing the trial, Phynon underwent the trial. and Finon got stuck inside of the trial, and so we had to go in and rescue him with Mighty. Yes. So we had to go in and rescue him and pull him back out. And so after some, consideration and, I don't want to become the thing I hate the most type, existential crisis moments, Mighty decided to go ahead and do the trial, and he became a demigod. And so he went back to, the name escapes me right now, it's his hometown, I should know the name of it, to take Nikador's place and fight off the dark. So Mighty has completed his journey so far. He's taken the place of Nikador. He told us his weakness. He said, I can only die if I'm stabbed at like one specific vertebra in the back. So Mighty is gone on and done his thing. As far as we'll cover Treeby. As far as Treeby, Treebios, and Treeann, Treenon, and Treeby go, one of them died. I think it was Treeann that died. Don't quote me on that. It was one of the three. She used up too much of her power opening up the sentry gate, and she turned into a doll. Oh, Crimnos, yes. Thank you. Sorry, I knew the name. I know when I see it. It's just I haven't had to explain this out loud to anybody. So it's sometimes the names kind of escape me. Castrum Crimnos, yes. So one of the Treebies has passed away, and we got her backstory on what happened with her. And basically, she was split into 1,000 pieces. And over the years, each little piece of her has passed away and gone on to the netherworld. And or her soul, rather, was split. And as she uses her powers, as time goes on, she regresses into a child. And it just really covered the pain and the suffering and the amount of sacrifice that she's gone through to start the flame chase journey. Pure Q, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. So that's what's going on with Treeby right now. It's rough. It's rough. There's two left. We ran into one of the trio in the underworld. I'll get into that in a moment. As far as Finon goes, Finon, I think, is going to play a really huge part in this part of the story. There is definitely more to come. I'm pretty sure that he'll be taking the place of Kethely, the world-bearing titan. But I can't say for certain, but I think he will be. As far as Anaxagras, or Professor Anaxa, as people call him, Anaxagras was a alchemist, fun, who had split his soul and fragmented it to leave messages behind and do some forbidden alchemy. We found out he gouged out one of his eyes and used that as a body blood sacrifice to view his deceased sister. I believe it was his sister. This is his deceased family for certain. And he was just very much heretical. He had his own theories on things and didn't really believe in the flame chase journey. But he ultimately squared off against the People's Council. And the People's Council was voting to cancel the flame chase journey and take away, just stop the entire process. And so he pulled a fast one and ultimately betrayed them and was sentenced to death. He had the core flame of Cersei's, the knowledge giver, in him, and so when he yanked out the core flame, it wound up killing him because his soul was so fragmented. But he also passed her trial at the same time, so as far as we know, he has gone on to become the next Cersei's. As far as Aglaia goes, we're still learning more about Aglaia. I feel like there's more to be told about her, but we do know that her soul is stretched incredibly thin, incredibly thin, to the point that it is almost non-existent. I feel like I probably should know more about Aglaia than I do, and I feel like there's more to be revealed about her. I don't think her story is completely done, but we know that she is very much weakening in her power, and she is very much losing her humanity. As far as Castris goes, the Castris arc was really interesting. And if you guys haven't played this game and done the Castris arc, I highly recommend it. It is much more impactful than I can even begin to explain. We got a whole an anime cutscene for Castris, describing her childhood, and basically it was revealed that she was a twin, and that her sister, she had a twin sister, and it was fated that one of the sisters would have to kill the other to take on the mantle of Thanatos, the god of death. And so what wound up happening is her sister, Castris, willingly killed herself for her sister and gave her up so her sister could become Thanatos and live on. And her sister, racked with grief when she became the next Thanatos, resurrected Castris. And they became two sides of death. So Castris became the side of the living, while her sister was the side of the dead. And it really took two halves to make a whole and make Thanatos whole. So eventually, after a really, really long, really drawn out story, and I don't want to spoil it too much, we wound up fighting Netherwing, which was the manifestation of her sister, and going back to the Netherworld, where she reunited with her sister and became Thanatos to stay there. And the Netherworld was gorgeous. I actually took screenshots of how pretty it was. And there's more there. I know I kind of glossed over that because I don't want to spoil like everything, but Castris is now god of the underworld, so her story is pretty much done. I don't think we're gonna be seeing a ton of her. Oh, Cass was death. Yeah, and her sister was life. I'm sorry. Yes, I did have that backwards. The Anaxa reaction too was enough to tell us it's bad. Oh yeah. Oh, the Castris story was really sad. It did make me cry. I was like, I didn't ask for anyone to be cutting onions. Yeah, it's heart-wrenching. That's the only thing I say. It's just heart-wrenching. The other character we were introduced to is Cypher. She is the demigod of trickery of zaaarjz. I think zaaarjz was the name. She's super awesome. She plays a big part in getting us to the Netherworld before we fight Netherwing. It was actually a city called Styx. It was a city that had been flooded by the river of the underworld because there was a dam, and the dam was because Thanatos had resurrected her sister, so souls were pooling there. Whole story. But if she's given a coin, she can pretty much travel anywhere instantly. And so she picks us up like a rag doll and just drags us around, and it's fantastic. It was great. It's really funny. Highly recommend watching that scene if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, watching it again. It's satisfying. And then outside of that, we're still finding out about Hyacinth, however you say her name. As far as we know, she is a sky priest that joined the Grove of Epiphany. I think it's called the Grove of Epiphany, to study, and she's a very powerful healer. As far as that, I don't believe we've gotten a ton of backstory on her, unless I've forgotten. Someone feel free to, correct me and keep me honest here if I'm wrong. But we're still very much learning about her. Cypher's gonna be interesting, but her fighting pose is a little sus. I haven't seen it yet, so we can judge together, spill the tea on stream. So like story wise, that's kind of where we're at right now. So we lost a Chrysos heir, a couple other people, or we lost two Chrysos heirs actually. We still have a few more we haven't met, which I suspect they'll introduce one or two more this patch. Just all around interesting times. Something else important too that I forgot. Welt and Sunday went to Herda Grande, for help, and Herda was able to locate them using her mirrors. She has like 4 mirrors, and she was stopped at the entrance to Emphorius, like for the outside world, by I cannot remember his name, but he's like he's kind of like Screwlum. He is a inorganic, and there are very few of them left in Emphorius, and I wish I could remember his name. He was only introduced briefly during the trial and the debate with the council with Anaxa. Oh yes, Herda did capture someone from the Garden of Recollection. Yeah, the Garden of Recollection was there to steal memories or information about something. I don't remember if it was explained like what they were after. But March 7th is also turning into a crystal. She's frozen solid. Basically something about Emphorius is affecting her. So she is in a coma right now, and Black Swan like genuinely apologized, and she said, she should be fine. There's no danger. And then all of a sudden, like someone cast their gaze on Emphorius, and she's like, you know, fully just cast their gaze over Amphorius like, I'm so sorry, this has turned into a much bigger, you know, thing than I ever anticipated. So there's layers and layers to the story. It's like I don't know, a tiered cake at this point. I don't even know if I'm doing a half decent job of explaining it anymore. Also, I'm stuttering and I'm so sorry. But I played through probably about 2 patches worth off stream, so I apologize. Apparently it has to do with organization worshipping Fuli remembrance. Oh, also has affiliations with the destruction as well. Yes, and I think that Phynon is going to have a huge part to play with the destruction. I have my theories on that. Don't quote me, but I've seen some like character art and like concept art on Twitter that's really made me raise my eyebrows. We'll actually get into it now, so thank you guys for being patient while I gave you the rundown, the 50-cent tour. Oh, do you guys want to see like the characters I have now and stuff real quick? I feel like I should run you through who I have real quick as well. Sorry. Who is new that I've gotten recently? So I got Castress. I got Castress and her light cone. I still need to work on her traces. I very much need to work on her traces, but I digress. I have her. I got Mighty as well. Mighty is pretty much cracked out. I almost have his traces completed. I need to change his relics and try to get him up to 8,000 HP, but getting there. I finally got Luocha. I've wanted Luocha for ages. He is very much not built out. I mean, as you can see from the light cone. I've been stretched really thin on resources, especially credits recently, so that is what it is. I got Anaxa, so cool beans. He is also very much not built out, but I have him with his light cone. Yeah, you can see everything's at like a 1. I haven't touched Anaxa at all. And then recently, a couple days ago, I got, if I can find her, I got Hyacinth. Hyacinth, how we say her name. So I just got her. I don't even have a light cone on her yet. Because I haven't really been playing a ton. But yeah, that's some of the new characters I got. Is there anybody else to mention that I might have gotten? Anybody at all? I think all the others are ones that I've had for a while. And I've been taking the time to build up some older characters like Pela and like Herda, like Little Herda. So yeah, I have a lot to do. The only characters that are really capped out are these 3. Well, kind of 4. I still need to work on Firefly a little bit. No, maybe Firefly is finally capped out. So I got a lot of work to do. Anaxa is very gnarly. Very gnarly, especially if you pair him up with the Herda Grande. And I gotta remember that I can actually run in this game. I can't just dash like in Nikki. Collect your thoughts. Thanatos and Cersei's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. Oh, we also became the demigod of who was it? The Remembrance? I should remember this. Oryx, I think that's the word. We became the demigod of Oryx. We finished. We were dead, by the way, at one point, and we found our soul in the nether realm with Castress and came back to life. Castress sent us home. The 12 embody Amphorium deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen. Their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Oh, okay. Well, shit, this recaps for us. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, the undying Mightymost, chose to bear the title of Crimnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted to Mim, back then the incarnation of time entrusted Mim to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not fairness, yet never stops, and now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, CheeRen. Okay, so it's CheeRen that passed. Okay, so reason. Not long ago, the head of the Grove of Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at the edge of existence, have you found your answer? The prophecy once made the Hand of Shadow choose two, granting one the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. Oh, and actually what's really interesting too, I forgot to mention this, as we were leaving the Sea of Flowers, we were told, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. And Acheron actually saved us. She brought us back to Emporius, interesting enough. I guess because she also watches the Sea of Souls. So what a long journey it's been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail. You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how Emporians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. All right, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. It won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. Oh, it's Cypher. Grave mystery. Last time in Styxia, 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the river of souls has mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water, a big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb, but I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed now. 70-30 split. 30 for you, 70 for me. Exactly, 30 for you and 70 for me. Details schmeetels. Get here and we'll talk. Welcome back. Hopefully your commute was okay. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless surging desire for wealth seems to be more turbulent than the waters of the Scale Gorge waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. Is there any option to set up your dubbing in game? I wish, that would be really nice. Although I'm sure I'd have to do a lot of takes. Welcome in. Well, actually, funny enough, Hoyo did just recast Stell as well. Oh, I totally skipped that. Did not mean to. Either way, we're heading to Styxia, so. It would be fun to be a voice actor. I don't have the experience.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
Thank you for the follow. And I'm going to try to say your name, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Xfawful, or is it Safawful, or Zafawful? Please correct me. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I butchered it.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side.
if I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
Oh, that's a cute thought. I miss Castris too. Miss A, thank you for checking in.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, that was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone?
It's okay, you have no idea how to read that in English yourself. Oh, it was best guess there. I think you make a great VA. You have such a wonderful voice for it. Thank you. It would just take some practice, like cadence and pacing and things like that, I think.
Huh?
Nani?
I don't know. This aura feels so familiar.
The music is gorgeous here.
Let's go check it out together.
It's very melancholic.
Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Zoom zoom. Oh god, I've missed this. I've been playing Nikki and I haven't been able to go fast.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth.
Oh fudge, that's not good. I don't think anyone was here for the fight that I did against like the Black Reaper. I don't know exactly what they call him. We don't exactly know who or what he is, but he is mega powerful. Like, he handed our ass to us.
Now, where have I seen this before?
Oh, Flame Reaver, that's what they call him.
What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out! Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The river of souls
Oh, it talks. Okay.
is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow?
Oh, you know, I'm just going with number one. Oh, is this Cypher freaking us out? Yeah, it's Cypher.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
Give me 1 second, Tishi, and I'll get right back to you on that.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
How do you like the Emphorius story? It has been, I was just telling chat, like giving him a breakdown of everything they missed before this point of the story. I feel like this is a decent place to pause now. I was kind of giving him a breakdown, like character by character, like what had kind of happened, real roughly. I didn't go into every single nitty gritty detail, but just so people had an idea of what had happened between my last stream and now. Because I didn't stream for 2 months. Oops. That's my bad. But I'm enjoying it. It's like a layered cake. There's a lot going on. It's gonna be interesting when we finally get to the end of it and everything kind of unravels. Like you can pull that string and say, okay, well, this is the cause of this, and it's just a domino effect. I'm so pulling for her, by the way. I'm pulling for her too, and I'm really concerned because I got both Anaxa and Hyacinth in my first 10 pull each. And so, especially now that I am unemployed, or let me rephrase it, now that I'm a full-time streamer, I don't think I'll have the disposable income to do pool upon pool. So if I can't free to play her, she's out of reach, and I expect that I'll have a really hard time pulling Cypher. And to answer your question, Tisha, yes, I am still playing Mabby. I haven't been on in about 2 or 3 months for a couple different reasons. One, just everything I mentioned earlier in stream about my job just wearing me out. And then 2, I've been just playing other games. But I am still coming back to Mabby, and my guild leader actually messaged me last night with a new like gacha outfit, and it is gorgeous. But she told me it's like 245 million right now, and I said, yeah, that's way too rich for my blood. All right. So you're playing good cop, bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Do you have a Ko-fi or anything like that? Yes, I do. So I have a Stream Elements tip link down below in my About section, and I also have a coffee that I don't usually use, but let me grab it. Once it loads, I have to find my page name. I haven't used coffee in a hot minute. Doop. Log in. Okay, if you would like my coffee page, here is my coffee page, but it has gone unused in a hot minute. And thank you, I appreciate that. I'm hoping that good luck prevails too.
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
Be right back then. Oh, I won't say you don't have to, but if you want to, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly.
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zaaarjz is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
And you're just telling us everything like that?
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going.
That explains so much about the Seal Slammers Cup. It really does. For you, the highest in banner was the worst since day 1 of the game. 270 rolls? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Oh, that is rough. Did you lose on the pity pool? I could have sworn pity pool was well before 270.
Oh, was that your teleslate?
Hey, it's your boy. It's fine on. Elcrys, did you rest well? I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. I feel like it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we?
Aren't you a popular one? But I got 2 first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you 2 to the grove.
180 is guaranteed. I mean, so I think what happens is 180 pulls and you're guaranteed a 5-star. I don't know if it's that 5-star. I don't know enough about the pity system to be able to speak with any certainty. Also, I'm going to move myself over just a hair so you can read the text easier. Oh, did you send me something? Sorry, one second. Let me check. I got an email. Let me check my email real quick. Holy shit. Oh my god, thank you. I'm sorry, my brain just broke. Thank you so much. I promise this will go to good use. I'm gonna cry. Sorry, that pays a whole month of bills for me. Thank you. Sorry, I need a moment. Oh my god, thank you so much. Ugh. Oh my god, thank you. Sorry, I know I keep saying thank you, but I don't know what else to say. You guys are. It's my first stream in 2 months. You guys are making me cry. It's for a good reason, but oh my god. Thank you. That's a whole month of bills for me. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. True alchemy form is needed. So, funny enough, speaking of white hair, when I was planning my character design, I had two hair colors, my turquoise and this one. So this hair color actually is canon. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I'm the type of person that I don't like to ask for help. I try to work hard and earn it myself, but I'm not. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm blabbering, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm sorry to cry on you guys. It is so much appreciated. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage is accurate. In the best way possible though, thank you. I'll finish up this cutscene and then I might need just a second to go dry this up. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
Live handsomely. You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
She better not go dying on us.
But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed, right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Okay. Sorry, we were so close to the end and I cried on you guys. I'm so sorry. A few days later at the crash site of the Abyss of Fate.
So
Lagus, that's his name.
this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here. Lord Dono.
Also, Lagus is not to be trusted. Before we go any further, I am going to take a quick break. Ad start in just a little over 1 minute. So I'm gonna go wash my face real quick, just kind of rinse it off, and then I'll be back with some water, and we will continue. Thank you so much, Tichi. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back in just a minute. So we're gonna take a very ever so slightly premature break, and I'll get words on stream started for you guys. Okay, I am back. I am so sorry about that. I just need a minute to go go clean up. Thank you guys so much for being so kind to me on my first day back. I really appreciate it. Okay, so the inorganic I mentioned before, so let me mute this tab. It was Lygus, and he's the one I said I don't think is to be trusted. He's the one that stopped Herta from entering Amphorius. Oh goodness, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna replay this voice line real quick.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Dono.
May! It's May. Nova, can I please get a shout out for Pion Pion Dice, please? Hi, May. Welcome in. I just cried. Sorry. How are you doing? For anyone who doesn't know May is amazing. She and I did a well, it was like a Q1 anime release stream a little while back, and it was a lot of fun. I've watched a couple animes off that list, by the way, and they were awesome. A couple others I've been putting off just because I'm saving them for the right time. Oh, you were sobbing this patch. Oh no, I'm gonna be crying more. Oh no. Oh no. All right, dude. Okay, it's how much time do I have before I need to grab the tissues? Just, you don't have to give spoilers. Just like estimate of like playtime, like 2 hours, an hour, 3 hours. Oh, coffee from you, and have fun with the new story and have a great time. Yeah, that teacher did make me cry. He donated, and it was enough to pay for an entire month of bills. And I don't think you were here when I was explaining early in stream, May. I just left my job yesterday. I was let go. Oh, Fawful, thank you very much as well. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm not gonna cry. Thank you. And also, next time I have a cup of coffee, I will take a picture for you, Fawful, and I will and you too, Tisha, and I will post it on Twitter and say here's some coffee for you for the coffee. Oh, okay. Okay, no more crying. No more crying, thank you. Oh, poor Dan Hung, he's still not voiced. Okay. I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Arguments hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
Oh, he wants us to leave. He wants us to leave, guys. But he's making it think it's our suggestion. See, I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out...
Beyond is resubscribes for 7 months, predicting 30 minutes or so of tears being infinite. Time to stock up on tissues.
Oh my god, it is time to stock up on tissues. Hang on. I'm gonna grab them right now. Right now. And I'm also gonna get my crying emoji ready because I think I'm gonna need it. 1 second. You guys are gonna get some ASMR so you know I'm not joshing you. Tissues. Hopefully you can hear the box. Ugh. Alright, so the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
Well, it feels like flattery, to be honest. Oh, you're probably going to pull from this part because you just hit the storyline. Completely understandable. I don't want to spoil anything for you. Thank you very much for dropping by. I will message you after stream. I know, just real quick before I go any further, I know I've been real bad about keeping in touch with a lot of people, and that's just because I've been in survival mode. I've been very overwhelmed, so thank you. I love how sus you are of Legus. I don't trust him, not even as far as I can throw him. I don't trust him at all. Especially after that interaction with Herta Grande. No, I do not trust. Because what reason would he have to stop Herta? Herta Grande, yes. Big Herta. Okay, anyway, sorry. Thank you. And yes, I will be on Mabby here soon, so we can always play together if you need or want. In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from the curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 Titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland.
Okay, and that is what he was called. He's an Antikytherian. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember his name or the name of what he was. I just knew he was inorganic.
I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
He's saying go home. Really, but...
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
By all means, please proceed. But be careful, the express thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Legus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system and then methodically begins inspecting the components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly, but we Anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
My brother in capitalism, I think we need to put out the flames first. This thing has been burning for like, how many months now? When was Amphorius released? 1 second. Okay, Amphorius was released when it loads. Please load. January of 2025. My brother in capitalism has been burning for 5 months. I think we need to put that out. It's impressive that the train hasn't melted. There's some ingenuity right there. That's the blessing of Alchemy. But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Dono, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
Yeah, I knew it. He wants us to leave. I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means to counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish. Ding, ding, ding.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Perhaps Himiko can explain why at some point. Forgive me, Lord Lygus, I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed records from of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Oh, I think he's gonna attack Don Hung. This is starting to feel very threatening. Are these people? Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Don Hung. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Neutral my ass. I have 2 brain cells and a dream. That is Don Hung right there. Yeah, I don't like the one red eye either. Although I do think that's part of the mask. One against 4 then. Just to confirm, if I keep things, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lygus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
Nasade, is your one red eye from a mask too, or is it just part of being a cyborg? When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. Oh! Call an ambulance, but not for me! Oh, that served. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany.
You have such overwhelming powers. Why?
Phylon is gorgeous. I can agree with you.
Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
That is pretty smart, actually. I'm sure when Finon drops, it'll be like a Genjing situation? With fans coming out of the woodwork? Genjing? Do you mean Jing Yuan? Sorry, I'm real confused. Or is that from another game?
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Well, if only you had Cartonis. Oh, it just popped up. Him dropping right before a fake collab is cruel. Oh, I haven't looked at the banner order. What's the order after Hyacinth? Hyacinth. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how, if you say the I is a hard I or not.
Don't worry. I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
I think it's Cypher, Finon, and then the fake collab. Ooh, okay.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
Oh, that was shorthand for general. I'm sorry. I thought you were calling him Genjing, and I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Oops.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
Oh, hey, look what I see in the background. Nice.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
Oh, they're rerunning Aglaya too. Nice. I missed out on her. Although I don't see people using her super often, which is interesting in its own right. I like number 3.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that Swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
Oh, you're using her and Kafka. Ooh. Ooh, do those two pair well together in a party? Actually, I don't have Kafka either. I really wish they'd run a Kafka rerun. I think they reran her one time, like a year ago or so. I've missed out on her both times. Oh, make it even better at the new release. Ooh. You're gathering dot units and and summons. Ooh, you know what kind of party you like. I have a super break party, and I honestly, truthfully, really love my super break party. If they ever get nerfed, I'm gonna cry and continue using them regardless.
I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work.
Sorry about that. Got a knock on my door. Meta is for fools. You love your eruditions and follow-up. It's fun. Follow-up is a lot of fun. Oh, I actually did set up some parties. I need to show you guys my new parties. They're fun. You have a whole break meta to get E6 Kafka after 3 banners. Not worth it. Oh, at least not. But at least once you want to have E6 character. I do have a few E6 characters, and they're characters that I never intended to be E6. Like, I just happened to pull multiples of them. I think Ting Yun is one, if I'm not mistaken. As far as like 5-star characters, I don't think I have any 5 stars that are E6. And I think the luckiest I got was it Anaxa? I think I double pulled. I pulled him twice on the first 10 pull. So I have him at E1.
Today, I'm definitely going to...
Let's see. What were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The 3 of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
I feel like they're setting me up for a lot of heartbreak, especially after what May said. Okay, where was... I saw in the background, where was that damn beetle? I could have sworn I saw it somewhere. I haven't really explored this area since the battle. Also, there it is. Also, I'm sorry for the graphic quality. My computer seems to be struggling a little bit right now. Double full limited, not bad. Yeah. I want to think it was an AXA. Let me verify and I can tell you for certain. That's happened. You got three Kafkas and 80 pulls. That's some luck right there. 4 stars are sometimes too easy to E6 when you're trying to get other people. Yeah, I think, let me just scroll over here. Okay, so I have Shui at 6. She's one. So most of these are ones that I didn't intend to E6. Mo's, and I love how they're both at level 1. Misha already. Let's see. Yeah, I have E6 for March, but that's because you could get those from her event. Yukong, I never use Yukong. Yukong is not a character I enjoy using. I like her as a person. Don Hung. Arlen, nobody ever uses Arlen anymore. Serval. Hook. Yes, I just pulled her 2 days ago. And I was telling Chad I haven't done anything with her. She's level 1, no light cone, no relics, but I pulled her. I can build her up. Natasha's at 6. I think Luca's at 6 too. Lynx is at 6. Qingtui is at 6. Yeah, Ting Yun is at 6 as well. Asta. Bronya's at 5. I've pulled Bronya entirely too many times. I think Bronya is my closest 5-star to being E6. Japard has crashed, one of my 50/50s. No, it wasn't Anaxa. I'm sorry. There was one 5-star that I pulled for recently, and I got 2 copies of the same person. It must have been Mighty and not Anaxa. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm almost done with Bronya. I've pulled Bronya entirely too many times. Herda, halfway with Pela, Gallagher. I've pulled a bunch. E6 Gallagher, I think, is actually a kind of a cracked out combo. No, it wasn't Mighty. Who was it? Was it Castrus? Okay, it was Castrus. I'm sorry. I was wrong. It was not an accent. It wasn't Mighty. It was Castrus. I got a double pull on her. Castrus was not exactly easy though. I had to try quite a bit to get her. But when I did, I got 2 in the same pool. Yeah, Hyacinth is easy E0. Let's see. Nothing on Acheron, Huaha, or Herda Grande. This last one, I don't know if it's available yet. It may be available with the newest patch. Yeah, that's it. So it's really hit or miss. Like I either pull a bunch of the same character or I just have the character base. Oh, it's available. You have it. Nice. Well, I can finish capping out the Trailblazer then. All right, where are we going? How far over? Oh, we're going down. Oh, I'm just gonna teleport. Sorry, I'm not running there. Oh, this is 3.1.
Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
There we go. I had to readjust my mic there. It's a little too low. Let me see if I can turn down my graphics quality any real quick. It seems to be a little choppy. Let's do like medium. I feel like medium is fine for stream. And we'll turn on shadows. Yeah, we'll try it on medium and see how that goes. Oh no. No, we're not doing that. Sorry. You know what? Let's try it on high. And I do have NVIDIA, so let's turn that, let's do balanced maybe? Oh, that's even worse. Sorry, bear with me while I fiddle with this. Okay, we'll just go with high. I guess high will be fine. I feel like it might have been on very high before. Yeah, the lower graphics are rough. But I don't understand why I am lagging and stuttering how I am. Okay, yeah, I was playing on very high earlier. I'll just leave it. I can tweak it later off stream. This is one of the few games that I feel like the visuals are worth it. I'm always worried you've been kidnapped by an Ursaring abductor. You always say bear with me. Okay, unpopular opinion, Teddy Ursa's super cute, so... Oh, you said Ursine, sorry. I thought you said Ursaring at first, like the Pokemon. I was like, yeah, Ursaring's cute. Like, have you seen a Teddy Ursa? That totally flew over my head there. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You needed a word. That wasn't bare for it to work. I completely understand. You're quite relieved that Don Hung isn't around. No one will be there to judge you for your reading tastes? What? The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So what reading material will you peruse? I'm sorry. I gotta read these titles. So, Forbidden Love, The Tree and the Butterfly, My Professor Can't Possibly Be the Shy, One Punch God, Aquila. Okay, sorry, One Punch Man wins. You could actually read it. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. We're reading this together. We are in it together now. You are neck deep with me. You have friends who would read these. Not gonna lie, it was nice to find your stream. Hope to check back here with some time. Oh yes, I do have a Discord. Let me pop the link real quick. And thank you for dropping by. This is a very chill, like very relaxed stream. There's been a lot of like breaking off to talk about other things. Are you reading fanfics? You know what? I am reading a fanfic. I don't think this is gonna be super smutty though. This one's more of like a power creep, One Punch Man type thing. Also, welcome in. Met's Legend? I think that's how you say your name. Welcome in. All right, One Punch God, Aquila. You take a sip of water. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted to his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Gregorios? Mortal, heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing to Aquila's 1,000 eyes. Slowly, he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together in a simple motion. He lightly waved at the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool, you'll pay the price for your insolence. I'm having fun. Aquila's fury erupted, their towering form radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an imperceptible speed. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurtling straight towards the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the Sky Titan can pierce through iron and steel, let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. Their violent storm of lethal blades closed in, and time itself seemed to freeze. Aquila enhanced their reflexes, predicting the movements of this arrogant little thief before them. Noticing the God King shifting his stance, Aquila mused. He only had 2 choices. He could push off the ground to evade left or right, or stand firm and brace for impact. But either way, it would be futile. The feathered blades would shift in the wind, altering their trajectory. No matter how swift his movements, they would follow him relentlessly. But who could have predicted the God King never intended to dodge? Ooh. He pushed forward instead, seizing the first incoming feather blade between 2 fingers. What a baller move. With a swift turn, he carved a spiral through the air and hurled it back at supersonic speed. The feather blade curved in the wind, piercing deep into the storm. Without the slightest deviation, it collided tip to tip with another razor-sharp steel feather. Ding! The deflected feather veered to the sides upon impact, colliding with the others and further altering their trajectories. Ding! The sharp clashing of feathers rang out out in an irregular rhythm, a chain reaction unfolding until the force of the final feather was dissipated, scattering harmlessly into the air. With just a single-seized, oh my god, I promise I can read. With just a single seized feather, the God King had nullified an entire storm of blade-like wings. Aquila was shocked. How could a mere mortal possess such divine skill? Yet, as a being of godly essence, they did not allow themselves to be shaken. Seizing the moment as the scattered feathers clouded their vision, they swiftly brought down their claws, sharp as steel great swords, aiming to end the battle in a single decisive strike. Boom. Kai, hi, I'm reading a fanfic. A canon fanfic, actually. The massive claw struck dead center where the God King stood, the sheer force of impact carving a deep crater into the ground. No. Something felt off. Aquila's mind raced. The sensation was strange. Had it missed? Or... They focused their gaze, only to witness the impossible. Their enormous razor-sharp claw, many times larger than the God King himself, was caught, held effortlessly in a single hand, as if the God King were merely grasping a piece of cutlery. Ooh, you got a healing potion. Oh no, it just broke. Okay, so you guys are my witness. Let me fix this. You guys are my witness that, like, back to back, it broke. It was working just a second ago. 1 second. Let me get my potion list up again and get that fixed. I don't understand why it breaks. Where's my potion? Where did I save it? Okay. Maybe it breaks because it is back to back. That's a great question. But the thing is, it's reading a text file. Like it's just saved as a text file. I'm kind of breaking immersion here. There's nothing special. It's just plain text file with these potions listed out. Like, and it should just be reading the file. It shouldn't be writing or erasing it or anything. So I don't understand how this is happening. But it wipes the file completely, like, mid-use. If anybody knows more about coding than I do and why this might happen, please let me know. Like, I took some coding in college, but it is not my strong suit. But I do know enough about computers working in IT that I'm like, that shouldn't be happening. Breaking my immersion, how dare. It should be fixed now. Sorry, Dante, you get to pick what ingredient you get. Maybe it's an invisibility potion. Too fast to register and it corrupts. Oh, you know, that's true. IT Elcrys in the chat. I do enjoy being in IT. It's fun. Damn, this is long. Okay. The countless white feathers drifting through the air painted an eerie contrast against the battlefield's deadly stillness. The once mighty and untouchable giant eagle found itself frozen in shock for the first time in 1,000 years. Muttering in disbelief, they said, "Impossible. Not even Gregorios, when fighting me, could do that. Could do nothing but evade my iron claws. And yet you, what in the world are you? Haven't you already figured out the answer? A mere mortal, nothing more. You cocky little." Aquila attempted to retract their claw, but under the God King's grip, it was as if frozen in place, completely immobile. Their expression darkened. Seeing this, the God King seemed to smile. He clenched the fingers of his free hand and then, at a speed even the Titan's vision could not perceive, with full force, he swung his fist. Boom! In an instant, the divine body shattered. A tidal wave of force shook the heavens, sending tremors through the divine steel-forged walls, cracking them in multiple places. The sacred temple teetered on the brink of collapse. From this moment on, the celestial realm would exist no more. The people of Amphorius would no longer endure the tyranny of the heavens. And all of this was made possible by the God King's mighty blows. No, a single punch. The distant Titan gods sensed the fall of their comrade and erupted into furious howls. Was there no one who could stop him? How could his advance ever be shaken? What they did not realize was that even one as mighty as the God King was still bound by the desires of mortals. Just as before the battle began, he once again adjusted his attire. Congratulations, you've reached your end, Aquila. You were strong enough to even be worthy of the name Sky Titan. He ignored the crumbling stone walls behind him and strode towards the temple's exit. His steps were steady, yet the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. But your only flaw was failing to make this satisfying for me. Next episode of Battling Nikador. Next issue in hiatus. Oh, that was great. I love canon fanfics. The writers for this game had a lot of fun. Do you ever read a fanfic and hear a description and try to do it too? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on what it is. Oh, hey, did somebody steal my coat? Kai, did you steal my coat? Yeah, Kai stole my coat. That's okay. You're probably cold. Invigorating literature. Your favorite. The article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you're the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila. That's nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to read the other two, at least not out loud. I'm happy to peruse it if you guys would like to see it, but I'm sure that it's like out there on the web if you want to read it. The black parade hair for Kai. When I was a young girl, my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading.
Oh, there's a new voice. This is so weird. Also, oh, thank you for the stretch. Let me make sure I haven't missed any redeems. Okay, so I missed a hydrate about 10 minutes ago, so I'll take a sip right now. Thank you for that. And also, I was scrolled down on my activity feed, so I'm sorry if I missed anything. Okay, there was another one about an hour ago, so I'll take 2 sips. 3 sips. Okay, 3 sips and a stretch. We're about 16 minutes and 30 seconds from the next break. And I learned my lesson about trying to push those back and like delay them, because then we just get like double back-to-back ads. So 3 minutes of ads turns into 6. And for anybody who might be returning for the first time or here for the first time, I did want to add that I do not like running ads. If I could turn them off completely, I would. Just because the amount that creators actually get from ads is like pennies. Like fractions of a penny even. So it doesn't benefit me in any way, and I don't like running them. However, doing mid-stream ads, what I like to call mid-rolls, turns off pre-rolls, so people don't have to worry about it when they first come in. Sorry, I'm stretching my arms. And it also gives me a chance to grab some water and stretch my legs. So I try to use it as a break for everybody to take care of themselves. It's kind of the lesser of the evils. Oh man, I needed that stretch. Thank you. My arms are really stiff. Yeah, Twitch runs them even if you turn them off. Yeah, so I would rather be in control of them and when they run than not. Oh my god, my muscles are so stiff. Thank you. Sorry, one moment. Also answering a message. All right. I wonder if I find on a memo reading. Hey, Dumpling, welcome in. Hope that water is quenching. The water do be quenching. The stretches be stretching.
Let's take a closer look.
The stretch be stretching, water be watering. I am so sorry about the frame quality right now. I don't know what else I can do to improve this other than trying to turn down like everything. Bear with me for a moment while I see if there is anything else that I can close to try to improve my frame rate. Have to have that open, have to have that open, and that. Okay, it looks like I have a driver update for my graphics driver, which may be part of the problem. I will grab that after stream. I didn't realize that was available. But other than that, I think I've closed everything I can, so we're kind of stuck with choppy, potatoey graphics for now. Hi Vivo, welcome in. How are you? Chopped up potatoes. Man, potatoes do sound good. How are you? I'm doing well. No, it's okay. I understood. I understood. You know, what's really funny is there's a meme. You're okay. There's a meme on TikTok where people say like, "Ho is you XYZ?" So like, "Ho is you a Disney princess or something?" No, you're good. So that's how I would have taken that anyways. You're you're good. Don't worry. Welcome in. I have a good sense of humor. You're fine.
Oh, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Oh, is he gonna pull our ear or twist our arm? Are you reading something you shouldn't be? I'm gonna go with the top one.
You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal, How to Make a Fortune.
Oh, it's the appraisal arc. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. This is my first stream in 2 months and my first stream since leaving a really crappy job. Well, being let go, but still leaving. So yeah, I'm doing great. Better question is, how are you? You need to see that meme. I'll see if I can find it for you later, Nova. I don't know like the origin of it. I'd have to look into it to like know your meme or something. It came from somewhere. I started seeing it a lot. I also how someone can read with a heart beating like that. I couldn't. I actually tuned it out until you said something. Like I noticed when we first came in and then just like managed to ignore it. You're good, a little bit sick, just laying in bed playing with your Lego Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter. Oh, that's freaking cool. Hello there. In all seriousness, I hope you feel better. I'm sorry you're feeling sick. I'm not a doctor, but just, you know, nor am I a professional alchemist, but stay up on your fluids and rest and hydrate. If depending on what's bothering you, there's almost a tea for everything. So look into some warm tea and I hope you feel better. And tea will not fix it, but it you know, makes you feel a bit better. I don't know how to answer. I guess I'm gonna say I didn't know you're into this.
You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me.
But I don't have Obi-Wan since he's on the battlefield front line with dead men and Rex running through the fields of no man's land. It's okay, Obi-Wan will return. Can't kill Obi-Wan. Nobody puts Obi-Wan in the corner.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaya became such an effective leader. beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
Wealth, yeah, that's what he was gonna say. Want to know a fun fact? I would love to know a fun fact. Also, I'm sorry, I know very little about Star Wars. I've seen the first movie, and I've seen, I want to think the core trilogy. I've seen at least 2 of those. Maybe I've seen all 3, and I've seen part of the prequels. So but it's not even like the full prequels. I'm kind of telling on myself. I'm a nerd imposter. So I need to go through and watch those. The B2 droids are actually racist to B1 droids. Is this something like the droids in Nier, how they discriminate against Devola and Popola because they failed their missions? They're like, oh, everyone with your serial and model number are defective.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
I didn't know Mem liked fishing.
You scared me!
I don't know. Mem has been called multiple things. Mem has been called a pink dog, a pink bunny, a divine beast. We don't really know what she is. Oh, I didn't know. Ooh. Yeah, the droids apparently do have some competition going on there. Dang.
Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Man, this new voice is throwing me off.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer.
Do the droids say that they're built different? Oh my gosh, Kai. Oh, you get a dad joke. You get a dad joke for that. It's my first dad joke in like months. Congratulations. Are you more of a series or a movie type OG girl? That's a good question. So it's not that I dislike Star Wars. I've just never had a chance to really get into it. I was raised on Star Trek. But I would say I'm more of like the original movie kind of person. I haven't seen any of the series and I don't know anything about, a lot of those. Like I know the Clone Wars does exist, but I haven't watched the series or anything. Dad joke, here's one. What do bees do after they're married? They go on a honeymoon. Oh my gosh. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. I have to remember that one. Beam me up, Scotty, or something like that. That's Star Trek, right? Yes, you are correct. You are correct. My favorite captain was Jean-Luc Picard, so.
But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Use them flexibly. Don't just memorize.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh?
Your friends made you watch Spaceballs recently? Oh my god. Oh my god. Grid had me watch Spaceballs a while back, and it is the best thing ever. Comb the desert. And they literally have like a giant comb out there combing the desert. Having seen either Star Wars or Star Trek, I was lost. And they're still running through the battlefield with Obi and Rex leading the charge. So Obi-Wan is a badass. He survived the Clone Wars and then went on to, you know, mentor and survive the whole Anakin thing. And then, you know, then there's Luke. There's so much going on. Spacefall is one of those movies you have to see at least twice to really appreciate. The first time you're just trying to like follow along, keep up with the absurdity, and then like the second time you see it, you're able to pick up on little details. It's my opinion, anyways. But then he died. But yeah, he went out on his own terms. That was his own terms. He became more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Man, this quality is patat.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Emphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
That VA from M is giving Paimon vibes. She's small. She's small. It's, you know, high-pitched voice for a small body.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady CheeRen. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
That's a really good way to put it. You really thought about this, haven't you?
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow!
Wait, that's fine on the card.
Exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that. Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orynyx posed to us?
Who's there?
You are...
Assassin, save me! No, I'm gonna say eyes peeled, everyone.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood.
Oh, we're gonna pause here for just a moment because ads are about to start. So we'll be back in just 2 or 3 minutes, and I will catch you guys. We're not gonna go any further. You're not gonna miss anything, and I will roll words on stream for you. All right, I'm back. I think ads should be... Oh, ads are not over. So we got about 1 minute left. Also, after this cutscene, I apologize. I will have to wrap up for the day, but I will be streaming more frequently going forward, so no worries there. All right, we should be back. Sorry, I'm gonna hop back over. I need to wrap up really quickly. I've had something pop up in real life, nothing bad. My roommates need to run some errands, so I need to watch the doggos. So we'll wrap up real quick, and after this cutscene, and we will call it for a day. You avoided tears barely this time. Oh man. All right, well I will have the tissues for next time. I have been warned.
Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you Lord Finan. Have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
You would have picked number 2. 2, my lord. Pick 2.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Yeah, I like this one.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Ooh, dang. Our cinnamon roll's getting angry. All right, we are loading something.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Oh, the unicorn is so cute. A little too silly for you with a serious talk and the pink fluffy animal. It is cute. I think its name is Ika. Shut up, it's so cute. It's so cute.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
It's so fluffy, I wanna die.
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For a Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
It's so cute.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How this man is still alive is amazing. Agreed, and we can thank Hyacinth for it.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
No, not Aglaya next.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya!
Oh, no.
It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Moments ago in the Memorial Palace.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver.
She really is a miracle worker, yes. And people want to skip her. You know what? That's okay. More cute healers for me. Gotta go lock in at work. No worries, no worries. I'll be wrapping up after this cutscene. So you take care, Kai. Enjoy your work day if you can. And yeah, they are a little long, but it could be worse.
But I guess you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence.
Oh!
Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, It's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
Yeah, because you didn't get your way.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
Are those threads about to turn red? They might.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have to
Oh, is she blind?
You are today?
Wait, she's blind? I never knew.
Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
Oh, she addressed it when you asked if she sees with the threads. Oh, I must have missed that. I'm sorry. That flew over my head.
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others.
Is she gonna jump?
It's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow.
I think we need those tissues after all, May.
Enough. If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Oh, is this another cutscene? Oh my gosh, this is another cutscene. Oh man.
Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
Oh man, this is like back-to-back cutscenes. This was rough when I needed to step away and go for the day. I think no, we'll keep going.
Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
Oh, little Cypher was really cute.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow, a daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
What is this voice acting? It's Cypher. Cypher has just an awesomely like devious voice, but in the best way possible.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story?
Oh, she's wearing them right now.
What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glion. Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls.
Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress?
Well,
Now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
Even if the boots aren't the coin, definitely does, right? Yeah, and I don't know if this is her first ever role, but she does a good job. I think sometimes it's difficult to voice younger versions of characters just because they tend to be higher pitched. I don't know if that was within the voice actress's wheelhouse, if she could do that. So I feel like sticking with the voice that we know and are most comfortable with is not the worst choice stylistically.
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is.
Welcome back.
Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Let me guess, cleaners.
This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 is! How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher!
You don't think it's bad? Just probably came across. Oh, no. I didn't think so. That was just like my thought on what you had to say. Is I think it probably just wasn't in that voice actress's wheelhouse.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate.
Oh, she's such a cat.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across, or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me! Let me take a look around! Got it! Let's use that thing! Come on! Follow me, boss lady!
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Oh, she knows they're fake.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss?
Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to pause and save here and call it for the day. Also, hi Eric. I'm so sorry. It's been back-to-back cutscenes. I hate to have to call it here. I'm so sorry. We will definitely resume next time, and I will have the tissues ready, May, and prepare to cry buckets, because I already know where this is going. So with that being said, I'm gonna go have to wrap up. Thank you guys for joining for the stream and making this a good comeback reintroduction into streaming. And I will see you guys here in just a few days. Don't know exactly what day. I'll work on getting a schedule out. So I'll see you guys soon.